Imagine being able to run an ultra-powerful AI, the kind that normally costs thousands of dollars to operate, at a tiny fraction of the price and a blazing 56 times faster than anything out there. Now imagine it can read and analyze the entire Harry Potter series in one go, instead of one chapter at a time. That's the mind-blowing promise of Subquadratic. That's the claim of Subquadratic, a Miami-based AI startup that says it just cracked the code on a problem that's held back large language models for nearly a decade. Stick around, because if their claims hold up, this could change everything about how you use AI, faster, cheaper, and at a scale we haven't seen before. But is it real innovation or just another case of overhyped Silicon Valley vaporware? We're going to break it down. Before we jump in, if you want more deep dives into what's next for AI and technology, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. We love hearing what you think about these breakthroughs. All right, so what's the deal with Subquadratic? Last month, this little-known startup came out of stealth mode with the kind of announcement that turns heads in the tech world. They claim to have solved what's called the quadratic bottleneck, the reason why today's large language models are slow, expensive, and energy-hungry. This is the bottleneck that keeps even giants like OpenAI and Google DeepMind from making AI truly seamless and instant. Let's unpack what that actually means, because it's not just marketing bluster. At the heart of nearly every top-tier language model lies something called a transformer. The transformer is famous for its dense attention mechanism. Imagine an AI making sense of a book. It compares every word to every other word. For 10,000 words, that's 50 million computations. Double the input, and you quadruple the work. It gets worse as the text gets longer. This is why the compute bill explodes when you try to analyze hundreds of documents. It's the physical limit that has held AI back for a decade. Subquadratic says they've found the way past this wall. For years, computer scientists have called solving this the holy grail of AI. Many have tried linear transformers, Mamba, but there was always a catch. Usually, when you gain speed, you lose accuracy. You end up with an AI that's incredibly fast but has the memory and precision of a goldfish. This is known as the accuracy tax, and it's been the deal breaker. Subquadratic says they've finally achieved the impossible, linear scaling without that devastating accuracy tax. They call their new model SubQ. The secret is sparse attention. Instead of the old dense way, SubQ dynamically selects only the most important relationships to focus on. Think about how you read a novel. You don't analyze every possible pair of words across the whole book. You scan for the plot, the characters, and the key action. Sparse attention is just as selective. SubQ is apparently able to process up to 12 times more text in a single pass than the next best models, and it's doing it 56 times faster than previous methods like flash attention. And independent evaluations are finally backing this up. The AI benchmarking firm Appen tested SubQ and found it scored nearly 90% on Live Code Bench, where only the best compete. This makes it a powerhouse for coding tasks where the AI needs to understand thousands of lines of code simultaneously to spot a single error. But the cost factor is the real shocker. Subquadratic says it cost them just $8 to run a test. That costs Anthropic's top model around $2,600. That's a potential cost reduction of several hundredfold. For a business processing terabytes of data, this isn't just a saving, it's a revolution. It changes the economics of AI. Imagine a law firm with 50 years of case files. Currently, they have to feed those files to an AI piece by piece, losing all the deep context between them. It's like reading a mystery one page at a time. With SubQ, they could drop the entire archive into the model and ask for specific patterns. Across decades of data, getting an answer in seconds. This was previously impossible. Or consider healthcare. A researcher could feed 20 years of clinical trials and genetic data into one context window to find hidden patterns in rare diseases. We're moving from AI as a chat partner to AI as an organizational brain, but as we know, the tech world is notoriously skeptical, and for good reason. Some early reactions even called SubQ the biggest breakthrough since the Transformer or its AI Theranos. That's a stark warning that reminds us to look beyond the marketing. The skepticism comes from the fact that, for a long time, Subquadratic only had self-published scores and hasn't made the model widely available for public testing. We are still waiting for the keys. There's also the Quen factor. Subquadratic reused parts or weights from an existing Chinese model called Quen as a starting point. This raises questions about how new the tech really is. Skeptics argue that if you're just compressing an existing model, you haven't solved the fundamental math. You've just found a clever way to hide the complexity. Still, experts say the results are serious. But those third-party results from Appen are starting to silence the critics. They evaluated SubQ's ability to find tiny bits of info in massive datasets. SubQ passed with flying colors. SubQ scored a staggering 98% on the needle in a haystack test. It found the precise quote, even when buried in context windows of 12 million tokens. That's a massive haystack. For reference, most top models today max out at about 1 million tokens. This is a 12-fold increase. It's like asking someone to find a quote in 400 entire books and doing it in seconds. We are in new territory. This isn't just fine-tuning, it's a structural shift in how data is processed. It changes the very foundation of what AI can handle. The math finally works at scale. So what's next? Subquadratic is prioritizing high-value tasks like coding and querying large datasets. The demand is already through the roof. They are targeting the most complex industries first. They've already signed up tens of thousands of early access users, including more than 500 enterprise customers. But there is a long wait list for the general public. They are being careful with the rollout. The company says they're small and want to make sure results are thoroughly verified before release. They aren't rushing into the hype. They want to be sure the sub-Q era is built to last. This could shake the moat built by tech giants on massive GPU clusters. Brute force has a new rival. If a small startup can achieve this efficiency, the multi-billion-dollar brute force approach might be over. We might be seeing a shift from who has the most GPUs to who has the smartest math. And that's a world where smaller, nimbler teams can win. It levels the playing field for innovation. Bottom line, Subquadratic may have finally cracked a core limitation of current AI models. We could be on the verge of a new era of fast, affordable, and capable AI for everyone. Or it could all unravel if the tech doesn't work as advertised outside of controlled benchmarks. If you want to dig deeper into which companies are winning the AI race, check out the video in the corner. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. And if you want to stay ahead of every breakthrough, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts below. We read every comment and love the discussion. We'll see you next time. Stay ahead.